Hi and good morning. Um, I am up bright and early, and well, it's 10:30, and I'm exhausted. I was up for most of the night, to the point that I got up and I started to mop the bathroom floor because I just couldn't lie there anymore and look at the ceiling. Luckily for my husband, he sleeps. And I'm thankful for that because otherwise I would drive him even more crazy than I already do. I just wanted to touch on a couple of things about me, my life, my husband's life. Number one, I suffer from depression. I suffer from insomnia. I also suffer from fibromyalgia, which, for people who don't know, is actually, well, even the doctors don't know, but it's basically your nerves and your muscles hurt a lot, like in certain places, and you just have this absolute constant evil pain that you just can't get rid of. So that's awesome. Got diagnosed with that this year. What else? I also suffer from something called SPD, which is sensory processing disorder, which basically means that my taste buds hate me. I cannot eat fruit or veg or drink milk. Not because I don't want to, not because I haven't tried. Believe you me, I've tried. It's basically, as soon as I put something like that into my mouth, my body instantly goes, hang on a minute, I know what this is and this isn't good. And I end up retching and eventually throwing up. So it's best to just not go through that fun anymore. It makes me look like I'm very picky. But I'm not. I'm trying to work out ways of putting things in that are meant to be in, like I take supplements for different things because I miss out on it. I actually had to go to hospital due to the fact that my potassium level was something like 2.9, and it was meant to be at least 3 or 5 or something. So my potassium level went down a lot, which made me very ill. Luckily it's back up now. I'm sure there's other things that are wrong with me. But I'm not just going to talk about me. I am half of a duo. He doesn't know that I'm doing these videos because these videos are for me to just vent and get my stuff out. I'm sure I'll eventually let him into the little secret. But also, secret number 2, I vape. I'm not promoting vaping. I'm not promoting smoking. I'm not promoting not smoking or not vaping. I was a smoker for a very long time. When I moved over here, from my home country in England, my home city in England. I had been a smoker for years, and I continued to smoke here for about a year. And with the climate, going outside and smoking in like your biggest coat with snow and trying to light it and the wind's going and just feeling really shitty when you come back in, and then 10 minutes later you're like, I want another one. So I eventually decided to go to the vaping world, where the cool kids go. And I found a vape that works for me. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I'm not promoting shit. I'm just telling you who I am and why I do what I do. So if you see me vape during my videos, then this question has been answered. Ta-da. P.S. I'm not very good at it. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to two of my loves. This little one here is Penny, short for Penny-wise. The clown, it. She's our new bundle of joy. And even though she's sleeping now, she's crazy. And this is her big brother, Lucifer. As you can tell, we love to name our cats very sweet names. I think he's a bit of camera shy. He's my baby boy. She's my baby girl, but he's my baby boy. We also have two fire belly toads, which eat crickets every other day, because that's what toads do. There is something that I would like to not promote, but if you're dealing with any wound care, it would be Next Care. If it's a large wound, these ones are fantastic for larger wounds. They also do them in assorted sizes, and I have been using these on my husband for when he has wounds. He tends to get wounds on the inside of the groin, where like the skin rubs against the other side, or on his bum. Now the smaller ones go on his bum, and they kind of soften the pressure of him sitting on it all day, and it's brilliant. The bigger ones, like I said, they cover a huge amount of space, and I couldn't find a better company to do it. We had to, it's all trial and error, everything, especially with our situation. So obviously, I am an able-bodied person. My husband is a quadriplegic, which basically means he has broken his neck, C5, basically I think C6 and C4 kissed. That's not a good thing. You don't want them to kiss. So C5 just completely smashed. So he is paralyzed from the chest down. So I am his carer, his caregiver. I get him up, I get him washed, I get him dressed, I get him fed. I make sure that he has no wounds. If he does, I take care of them. I make sure his skin is good. And with all of that, I'm still madly in love with him. Who would have known? So, yeah. Like I said, he doesn't know that I'm doing these blogs as of yet. I'm not keeping it from him. I'm just kind of working out what the hell I'm doing with it. We use a lot of creams. So we have, excuse the fat, something that I actually brought over from the UK, which is Cavalon. Anyone in the care industry in the UK will know what Cavalon is, and that it is amazing. We also have something that they call Silver. It's Silver something. That's very good for wounds. And then like for the face or the body, we have like the normal stuff, like the Alvino, Neosporin. Neosporin used to make a really good facial one, and then they just decided to just, you know what, I'm gonna cut it out. And I was like, oh my god, because I get very dry skin. I'm actually allergic to aloe vera, so whenever I get my skin wet, especially my face, my skin begins to tighten. I have to cream it. Our bathroom is a walk-in bathroom to obviously make everything a lot easier for us. So as you can see, we have the shower, we have the hoist here, the shower chair here for when we have days that we call program, where he sits on that. The toilet's very accessible. The sink is accessible to him. Excuse the mess. I am not the cleanliest of persons when it comes to house stuff. He has one side, I have one side. We've actually managed to, you know, when you're in love with someone who has to sleep in a specific bed and you want to be close to that person, you adapt, you improvise. So what we did is, excuse the bedding and the cats and my pajamas, but basically this is two beds. One is his bed, the other is mine. Mine is just a normal twin bed. His is a special up and down bed. What happens is we will we share the same blankets, because that is another thing of being in bed with someone, you know, someone pulling your blanket and being, get off. So we share the same blankets. I'll pull his blankets over onto my bed, and then I will push my bed to the side because they're not attached. I will get him into his bed, get him sorted, and then I will pull my bed back into place, put the covers over. We're both at the same level because we bring his bed up to my level. And then it's like we're sleeping in a double together. And it's nice. It's nice to not have your partner feel like they still have to sleep alone, and that being disabled means, ideally in a lot of people's minds, that if you're disabled, you're alone. You know, you can't contribute, you can't do the same things that other people do, and that is bollocks. I have been in the care profession for nearly 10 years. I've seen it, I've done it, I've witnessed it, I've loved it, I've hated it. And after all of that, I met someone and I knew exactly the struggle that it would be. And I still fell in love with him. I fell in love with him because he's funny and we say the same things at the same time and we're stupid, and that's what matters. The body doesn't matter. It's the mind and the heart that matters. Now, if you've got someone who loves you and thinks of you like you're an absolute movie star, who gives a shit at what shell they're in? People tend to think that when we go out, I'm his carer. Because, well, number one, I am. But then I shock the crap out of him when I hold his hand and I give him a kiss and a hug, and people are like, oh. You know what? If you can just give one person that confidence of, see what's happening to them, that could be me one day, then you're doing good. If you ever feel like, you know, this isn't for me, this isn't going to happen for me, women are terrible, or men are terrible, come and talk to me. My husband says that I'm a 1 in a million, but I'm pretty sure there's a fair few more just like me who see more than what you see in front of you. Believe you me. Okay, I've bored you enough. I'm gonna have a nap because this is me. And like, share, subscribe, blah blah blah, whatever. And if you know someone who needs a helping hand or just a bit of encouragement, then drop me a message or comment down below and I will do personal messages. I will let you know that you are fine. See ya.